In the summer of 1940, the sky above Britain should have been calm and blue. Instead, it roared with engines and burned with fire as German bombers crossed the Channel, convinced they could bomb a small island into surrender. Every day, sirens screamed, people ran for shelter, and pilots scrambled to their aircraft. On paper, Britain was outnumbered, outgunned, and standing almost completely alone in a continent that had already fallen to Nazi Germany. Yet, by the end of that year, the side that was supposed to be crushed did the impossible. It stopped Hitler's Air Force in the skies over its own homeland and changed the course of World War II. This is the story of the Battle of Britain, the World War battle that should have been lost, but wasn't. By mid-1940, Europe had collapsed with terrifying speed. Poland, Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, one after another, countries fell under the weight of the German blitzkrieg. German tanks and aircraft smashed through defenses that were supposed to hold for months, sometimes in just days. Now only a narrow strip of water, the English Channel, separated Nazi Germany from its next target, Britain. If Britain fell, there might be no safe base for future Allied operations, no Western Front, and no easy way to push Germany back from the West. German leaders understood this and began planning the next phase, destroying Britain's ability to fight from the air. The plan was simple in theory. Before invading by sea, Germany needed to control the sky. To do that, the Luftwaffe, Germany's air force, would have to smash the Royal Air Force, the RAF, so completely that British defenses would collapse. On paper, the Luftwaffe looked unbeatable. It had more aircraft, more experienced crews, and airfields spread across occupied Europe, close enough to strike Britain again and again. Britain, in contrast, had fewer plans and fewer pilots, many of them young and relatively inexperienced. If too many of them were lost, there would be no one left to fly the fighters that stood between Germany and a successful invasion. Germany's planned invasion even had a name, Operation Sea Lion. But like many plans in war, it looked perfect only until it met reality. What the Germans did not fully grasp was that Britain had three powerful advantages. The first was simple: home ground. RAF pilots fought over their own territory, so if they were shot down and survived, they could often return to their squadrons and fight again. German pilots shot down over Britain, however, were captured and taken prisoner, permanently removed from the war. Every lost crewman hurt the Luftwaffe more than a similar loss hurt the RAF. The second advantage was something new for its time: radar. Along the British coast, a chain of radar stations formed an early warning system that could detect incoming German aircraft while they were still over the Channel. This meant British commanders could see raids coming and send fighters to intercept them at the right place and time, instead of guessing. A smaller force, if directed precisely, could hit far harder than its numbers suggested. The third advantage was tight control and communication. From operations rooms filled with maps and plotting tables, controllers guided squadrons onto enemy formations, coordinating the defense in real time. From July to October 1940, the skies above Britain turned into a daily battlefield. German bombers and fighters came in waves, targeting ports, radar sites, airfields, and eventually major cities like London. For